It's bad enough when this happens to your television, but what if your own vision went? Diabetes can damage your eyes long before it affects your sight. The earlier the damage is detected, the more successful the treatment. So if you have diabetes, have your eyes checked at least once every 2 years. Got the picture?
Seeing is so natural, most of us take it for granted. Judy Nelson used to take her eyesight for granted, but not anymore.
Makes me shiver to think I could have lost my sight, not being able to see the faces of my family and friends.
Not long ago, Judy was at risk of going blind without even knowing it. A visit to her doctor alerted Judy to the potential of vision loss for all people with diabetes. Diabetes causes a vision-threatening eye disease called diabetic retinopathy. Judy has diabetes. Retinopathy can affect everyone with diabetes. People with diabetes are more likely to lose their vision or go blind. This risk increases the longer you have diabetes. Good control of your diabetes and blood pressure can reduce the risk of complications such as eye disease.
Now, Judy, I would like you to have your eyes checked.
Oh, why is that?
Because of your diabetes.
Your doctor may do this test, or you can have your eyes tested by an ophthalmologist, an eye doctor, or an optometrist. Eye exams at least every 2 years can detect retinopathy and other eye diseases such as cataract. In a healthy eye, a network of blood vessels supplies nutrients to the retina, the seeing part of the eye. Diabetic retinopathy is the name given to the changes that occur to these vessels. There are 2 forms of retinopathy that can affect your sight. The first is maculopathy. It develops when some of the small blood vessels around the macula, the sensitive central part of the retina, become blocked. This causes other blood vessels to leak so that fluids build up around the macula, causing swelling and loss of sight. The second form of the disease is called proliferative retinopathy. Vessels again become blocked, causing new blood vessels to grow. These new vessels are often in the wrong places, even forward into the center of the eye, and can bleed easily. As they heal, scar tissue forms, resulting in a tightening that can pull on the retina and may cause it to separate from the back of the eye. This also causes severe loss of sight. That's the bad news. Now here's the good news. If retinopathy is detected in its early stage, treatment is usually successful in delaying or preventing further loss of vision. That's why early diagnosis is crucial. But there's a catch. In the early stages of diabetes, damage can be occurring at the back of the eye without any noticeable change in vision. You may not know it is happening. These changes can be detected by having the retinas examined through dilated pupils by your general practitioner, ophthalmologist, or optometrist. So, how do you detect retinopathy before it affects your vision?
Please, take a seat.
People with diabetes must have the retina of each eye examined regularly, at least every 2 years.
Firstly, Judy, I'd just like to check your vision. I'll just lift you up. Judy, can I get you to look straight down the end of the room for me? Judy, I'd just like to put some drops in your eyes to enlarge your pupil so we can have a look at the retina. Can I get you to pop your head back for me? And just looking up and down and to your right. Well, Judy, there are some diabetic changes in your retina. To reduce the risk of these changes affecting your vision, I'm going to refer you to an ophthalmologist to assess whether these changes need treatment.
As well as having a vision test, people with diabetes must have the retina in each of their eyes properly examined. The tests are simple and can be carried out by your general practitioner, ophthalmologist, or optometrist. They may also arrange for photos to be taken of each retina.
Well, Judy, there are some signs that your diabetic retinopathy may be progressing. Now, although it's not affecting your vision today, if we don't do something about it, it will affect your vision in the future. I recommend that you have some laser treatment. If you want to think about it, we can make an appointment for you in a couple of weeks' time. You don't have to go to hospital because it can be performed right here in the clinic.
After local anaesthetic eye drops are put in the eye, laser beams are directed into the abnormal parts of the retina. Tiny beams of laser light are used to seal leaking blood vessels in the retina. The laser can also be used to reduce abnormal blood vessels. If laser treatment is administered at the appropriate time, then it is usually very successful, but it cannot restore vision that has been lost.
I'm so relieved that my doctor discussed this with me. That consultation has saved my sight. As soon as you know you have diabetes, get your eyes tested immediately, and then at least every 2 years.
When changes are noticed in the retina, more frequent examinations are recommended, and this needs to be done by an ophthalmologist. Good control of your diabetes is also important to reduce the risk of complications.